Valley Club, the Halloween Fusion was just announced. It is coming up next week, Thursday. And in this video, we're going to review the kit of the newest member of the Undead Hordes. Is it worth going for, or should you skip this? We'll talk about that in this video. And if you're ready for it, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin Raid channel. I am ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having a great day. We got the next fusion announced. It is coming up next week, Thursday. And it's going to be a mixed fusion. So not the traditional fusion like we had for Granite Doorkeep, not the fragment fusion like we had for Donatello and for the wolf, what was his name, Crocat, the throat ripper. And it's going to be a mixed one, so these are usually the harder ones to go for. And we'll talk about the kit, what we're probably going to need. And if you get some value from the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Raid Shadow Legends video goes up on a normal week. At least 6 pieces of Raid Shadow Legends content. Like I said, there's 3 types of fusion event: the traditional fusion, the fragment fusion, and the hybrid fusion. The traditional fusion is like what we just had with the Granite Doorkeep, where you collect rare champions, level them up, rank them up to rank 4 and level 40 to get fused them into new epic champions. And then you're gonna get those epic champions, level them up to rank 50, rank 5, and then fuse those 4 into a legendary. That's what we just got. It is the normal type. The fragment fusion is a little easier, where you just collect a bunch of fragments for the legendary champion. And the great thing about those fragment fusions is that you could hold them in your portal as long as you want. You could save them. I got like 4 legendary champions that I'm saving in my fragments right now. And the best time to pull those is doing a champ chase or a clan versus clan with personal rewards. Hybrid fusions, that is the one that this new champ is going to be, and that's going to be the harder one. You're going to collect fragments, and that is gonna get the epic champions. And then when you get those epic champions, you're gonna rank them up to get those legendary. These are usually the most expensive, and you have to complete all the events, in most cases, train the champions as well. So just to kind of a review, Granite was that traditional, Donatello was a fragment, Crocat was a fragment as well. The last hybrid that we had was Titus Blackplume. And before that, it was Lysanther Beastbane. So that's kind of what to expect. But before we get into the kit for the latest fusion, I do want to remind you, if you do want to start at that brand new Raid Shadows account, get up to the best start for 2025. Use that QR code up there that just popped up, or the link in the description. That will get you a triple legendary, triple epic start. You'll start off with Karato Fox Hunter, and then after 7 days, you get a login calendar right away. You get this character after 7 days. Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, for free. And then make sure once you have Karato in your account, enter one of these codes to get another legendary. I would recommend using the code Desert Queen for 200 rack. This is a great support champ. Monkey King gets you Sanguine. He's a great damage dealer for PvP content. And UD King gets you Ultimate Death Knight. He's a great tank. So depending what kind of character you want, those are my 3 recommendations. And then make sure you keep playing, because at level 10, 20, and 30, you're gonna get some other champs as well. Some great epic champs. Just make sure that if you've already had a previous account on your mobile device, make sure you start this on your PC, get that login, and then you can start to play on your mobile device, because these are only for new players. Well, let's get back to the mixed fusion. This is starting on October 23rd, so next week, Thursday. And the character, Sanguine Maria. She's going to be from the Undead Hordes, legendary attack champ, force champ. And what it says, they say her curse was born in 3 cries for mercy, 3 drops of blood, 3 vows of vengeance. Once radiant and adored, she was betrayed by her own reflection. Now mirrors run red at her call. Every glimpse of her face comes with a price. Sanguine Maria's descent upon Teleria will stain the arena crimson. But the realm's fiercest beasts and monsters won't escape her wrath either. She'll stand by raiders in both PvE and PvP, aiding everyone brave enough to call her out. The number 3 still haunts her even beyond death. This is where it gets kind of complicated. Every 3rd hit lands with a devastating power. She can extend cooldowns by 3. She gains an extra turn when her number of buff divides evenly by 3. There's no fleeing the curse she carries. With every cycle of 3, her power grows. So does her whisper, calling her back from the glass. This October, will you dare say her name thrice? This is the image with this champion's skills. Let's go take a look at it a little bigger. All right, so her A1 Hematic Blades is going to attack one enemy 3 times, so keeping with that 3 tradition. Each hit, 33% chance of granting an extra turn. That seems like a good thing. Normally, I think characters are like 20 or 30, 33% is better. So more of a chance to get an extra turn. cannot gain more than 1 extra turn. So I guess if you're using this, you can only gain it once per turn, or per turn. And then the booking gets more damage. So upping the damage by 30% when it's fully booked. The next move, the A2, Sanguine Fusion, 4-turn cooldown, goes down to 3 when fully booked here. And what that's going to do, it's going to attack 1 enemy, will ignore 33% of the target's defense. That's pretty good. That's better than some of the ignore defense sets. Will ignore 99% of the target's defense, like stone skin and block damage buffs instead. So ignores the defense, most of the defense, stone skin and block damage, if this is used on a turn that is divisible by 3. So the 3rd turn you use this, gonna be really, really good. Ignoring all that stuff. Really sounds like it's good for Arena right there. This target is killed, increases the cooldowns of all skills by 3 turns. Ooh, that is a good one. That is very strong for Arena. Kind of screws up the enemy team. The effect cannot be resisted if the skill is used on a turn number divisible by 3. All right, so this is really strong on a turn divisible by 3, but without that, it's gonna attack 1 enemy. It's going to ignore 33% of the target's defense, and if the target is killed, increase the enemy skills cooldowns by 3 turns. That sounds pretty good, even with all that stuff there, even without the turns divisible by 3. It gets even better by turns divisible by 3, but even without it, still a pretty good skill. Let's move this up. Look at the A3. This is Gore Scream. Attacks 1 enemy. Before attacks, removes all buffs from all enemies. All right, that is a strong one. Getting all the buffs off. I know, like stone skin buffs, the shield buffs can be kind of annoying. Even those unkillable buffs. This effect cannot be resisted by enemies with a number of buffs that is divisible by 3. All right, so maybe I can't think of any characters. There's probably some characters that put buffs on the enemies. Maybe you want that on them because yeah, very, very strong if it's divisible, if they have 3 buffs or divisible by 3. So 3, 6, 9 will attack all remaining enemies with less than 33 or 66% health, right? So removes all buffs, attacks 1 enemy, and then all remaining enemies with less than 66% health. So less than 2/3 health is gonna get another attack there. So I guess that sounds good. Attacking 1 enemy removes all buffs from enemies. You do need a lot of accuracy if the number of buffs is not divisible by 3, but I guess the accuracy doesn't matter if they are divisible by 3. Grants an extra turn if this champion is under a number of buffs that is divisible by 3. Man. All right, so buffs divisible by 3, turns divisible by 3, very important 3. All right, goes down to a 3-turn cooldown when fully booked and adds 30% damage when fully booked as well. All right, the passive, say her name. Say her name, man. She appears. I believe in Sanguine Maria. All right, back to her kit. Each subsequent hit from this champion deals 33% more damage. So this just is doing an extra hit, more damage. Stacks up to 99%. Resets after the 99% bonus damage is applied. So I guess you can't have it more than once. But looks like she's getting an extra hit on this move as well. This A3. And yeah, so I guess the A1 is 33% chance of getting that extra turn as well, getting more damage if that happens. Resets, and then each subsequent hit this champion receives deals 33% less damage. All right, so help her to up her damage and lower the damage she receives as well. Stacks up to 99%. Resets after the 99% damage reduction is applied. All right, whenever an enemy is revived, revives this champion with 33% health and 66% turn meter. All right, so if she dies, enemies revive, she is gonna get revived as well. That sounds good. After being revived, place a True Fear debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. This debuff cannot be resisted or blocked. So kind of like Fabian, when you revive someone in your team, she's gonna get revived and then she's gonna place a True Fear on all enemies 2 turns, cannot be resisted or blocked. That is, ooh. So you kind of want her to die, someone on the enemy team to get revived. She comes back, gets a True Fear on them, and then increases ally attack in all battles by 33%. So that is pretty good, especially with a champ like Farrakhan the Fat or something like that. Let me know what you think of this character's look. I think she looks pretty good. So Maria looks like a champ that I want to go for. Do want to still hold off on some Sacred Shards for Leonardo. Want to make sure that I get the guaranteed event. Swordsmaster Path event was kind of leaked. They said it's still coming, and I think a lot of people were just think it's going to be based on Sacred Shards. So I'm going to be saving some Sacred Shards for Leonardo, but I do want Sanguine Maria. Hopefully they have some kind of announcement before the fusion starts so that everyone can plan. But let me know your thoughts on this character, Valley Club. Let me know if this is something you're going for, if you're still holding for Leonardo, or if maybe you already have Leonardo. Maybe you got a lucky pull for Leonardo. You don't need to pull. Let me know what you're doing though. Hopefully you got some value from this video. And if you did, leave the video a like, check out some of the other videos on the channel, check me out on social media. And of course, if you want to start that brand new Raid Shadows account, use that QR code up there to get off to the best start for 2025. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, guys. Hulk Fist Bump ValleyFlyin out.